I grew up in the 80s. MacGyver taught me ingenuity. Maverick taught me to do what I want. And that's about it. 80s guy. Can we fix this car with crap at AutoZone? The wires are great. The coils themselves, not so much. Whose fault is that? Some British guy. Kilos of what? Communism or cocaine, Alex?
Yes.
So now it's time to hop into Riley, Mark 22. What's the Twisted Tea? Is that code for you were out too late at the little bar inside the Siebkens restaurant?
There's no such thing as too late in the little bar in the Siebkens restaurant.
Oh, what's up, people? So it is now, what is it, Saturday? Yeah, we've been here a while. Anyway, guys are working on the cars. Obviously, I have been. And I'd love to do more video for you, but this is a lot of genuine, serious work. So, regarding the Exosphere, the issue with not being able to go past 80% throttle, we believe, is actually the coil packs. I know that sounds crazy. Yesterday, during testing, I kept the warm-up display on, which is this teeny tiny screen about this big on the dashboard, which is on your steering wheel, the teeny tiny thing. So going down the straightaway, you know, 140 to 180 miles an hour and trying to read a tiny thing when it does that on fuel pressure is tricky. But it's not a fuel pressure issue or delivery or drop. What we have noticed on the number one cylinder on the right bank, right here, and I've already since cleaned spark plugs and done all that stuff, but doing old school looking at it, I was able to tell that that is the spark plug that's not getting as much spark. The other thing about it is when it does do the issue, I just don't drive it in that threshold because it's not making power, it's not going well. So that'll make it harder to see and read. But based on the previous owner and people and mechanics that run whom we've been speaking with, that is most likely it. Also Blaine there, the curly hair in the hydration backpack, he's been speaking with people from the IndyCar world in the past that know these coil packs from the 2000s, as well as a gentleman who worked for the company in IndyCar and Formula One, all that jazz, who x-rayed them and whatnot. And apparently the coil packs are just complete garbage designed from the get-go, and they failed all the time. So they first start being a pain in the butt, and then they'll just blow a hole out in the side of them somewhere. You can see the coil packs here. They're bolted into the Cosworth cover, which is really nice, real streamlined, real techie affair. Some sensors there. And so that's that. We clean them up as much as possible. Unfortunately, we don't have a spare. There was another one, but it's a bad one, just to be held. I was considering a different spark plug we have, which is actually an NGK rather than the Bosch, in hopes that maybe the porcelain would clean better. Maybe I could gap it in such a way that it would require less amperage to create a spark. However, those spark plug alternatives have a deeper porcelain, which would be a higher heat range, which is scary because obviously I don't want to get into detonation. So we are running the correct original Bosch in it with the coil packs. So as much as I absolutely hate to say it, we are just going to have to make do, and I'm going to have to do the best job as I can as a engineer while driving it, and also an intelligent decision maker to drive the car within what it can do and not put it in a realm where it's going to hurt itself. So how long will it last? Maybe 2 seconds, maybe the weekend, maybe with a little luck it'll be better somewhat. I highly doubt that. There was some slight concern that some anti-seize paste, which has some metallic base in it, could have been in there and helping the coil find another track under high amperage to arc itself to ground. I would love for that to be the case because I cleaned it up, but we'll see. But beyond that, you guys, just obviously a beautiful car, and it's super rewarding to be here with Genius Garage. You can see Peyton over there in the teal colored t-shirt from years past. Gene's going to Purdue for industrial design, so he's just working on his real life sketching ability, doing freehand stuff and whatnot. And the Riley Daytona Prototype here, you guys, is really just a big hero of the weekend. Something that I frankly didn't worry about that much. It's like, let's bring it, let's just test it. That's not gonna be the concern so much. But this car is just awesome. It's a total pussycat to drive, and we're really excited having this in Genius Garage for all the years to come. And of course, as a note, obviously with the awesome BMW V10 in here, and such a cool car representing that, and also representing BMW eyewear, which has absolutely hooked up Genius Garage for this weekend.
Driving is so much more than going from point A to point B, and sunglasses are a necessity. I'm very excited that BMW eyewear is supporting Genius Garage and their BMW V10 Daytona Prototype. So I want you guys to check out their line of sunglasses that resonate the most beautiful car designs and performance history from the Bavarian Motor Works. These lightweight frames are performance-oriented with iconic elements such as the colorful M-stripe. And they're built for the BMW enthusiast, but frankly, work for everyone and all car people out there. I really love them, and all the varying designs are a lot of fun. So I want you guys to go check out the link below. You can purchase them at Kohl's.com. You're gonna love these glasses regardless of what kind of car you drive.
Straight up, I'm loving these glasses. My grandfather was an optometrist for over half a century, and these are awesome. So the style is obviously reflective of the Bavarian motor cars, and they're just fantastic. I enjoy them. These are the really fun ones for the racer and excitement, but many others that the guys are using and really enjoying too. So look them up, check it out below. But I gotta go out today. We decided not to go out for the morning qualifying session. We got a time yesterday. Frankly, wasn't very good dealing with this, but it's a time. So it's kind of like discretion is the better part of valor. Let's take our time and try to make the car as right as possible. I also wanted to check everything with regard to the suspension, all the carbon fiber fairings in the wheel with regard to the airflow. One of them came loose and was rubbing the wheel. So we need to be really, really, really mindful of all those things. And frankly, if you want to win a race, you're going to be safe because things go well. And that's what we want to do. We want to compete and we want everything to go perfectly. So that's what it is. But also, safety does matter. And in the Exosphere, there's no power steering. And the thing that's interesting about that is, it requires the same amount of steering effort and physical power just going down the straightaway and crossing the crown, because as I cross the crown before turn 5 in the braking zone down there, it will try to rip the steering wheel out of your hand and yank you to the left. So that happens quite a lot. So requires a lot of hand strength in this. But whereas the Daytona Prototype, being more of an endurance car, of course, has got power steering. So that's it's a really nice. It's really nice. It's a relief, so it's really a joy to drive. But I'm really excited for both these for Genius Garage for years to come. As another note, what we're thinking with regard to the coil packs, so with the coil packs off, other than it not looking that pretty, those are just holes that you literally could run spark plug wires. So we're considering designing external coil packs. There is some room in this area to still put something, a box, and we literally could run spark plug wires to it and fire it that way. So we may try that because that's very easy to fix. Not quite as sexy as the coil packs and the Cosworth, but you know, we can sex it up a little bit. But that's part of the process of learning and all, and making something like this really reliable, which we want to do so it can be safe. And you know, over years to come with Genius Garage, we can chase this speed, so that'll be fun. Other than that, the guys are doing a really good job. Hi, Peyton.
Hello.
What's going on with you?
I have found my way to wiggle myself into actually doing things, which is always fun, because otherwise I just sit and be bored at the track and have too many twisted teas.
Oh, sorry, that was too close.
So you know, we try to limit the twisted tea intake on a given weekend. So now I get to not have twisted teas and instead drink Gatorade and sit in the sun.
What's a twisted tea? Is that code for you were out too late at the little bar inside the Siebkens restaurant?
There's no such thing as too late in the little bar in the Siebkens restaurant, and a twisted tea is a twisted tea. It is a tasty, refreshing
When
beverage.
I said, how late are you going to be, or when are you coming back, what did you say? You were trying to check off a bucket list item?
Yeah, we don't need to.
You're going to see how many games of tic-tac-toe you could win in a row.
Tic-tac-toe?
Tic-tac-toe.
Oh, yeah, all the games, man. I'm a tic-tac-toe world champion, undefeated since 2019.
You did not succeed, though.
No, it did not check off my bucket list.
Wayne!
Hi, Casey.
What have we learned today, sir?
We have learned a lot of things, especially from Cosworth. These are lovely designed. Talking with the guy who designed the looms that they go in, he thinks the same thing that most people do about these. The wires are great. The coils themselves, not so much.
Whose fault is that?
Some British guy.
It says Magneti Morelli, though.
It's still some British guy. They were the ones who gave him the specs.
Federal Mogul? Champion base? They gave him the space and Magneti?
Correct.
I heard that people wanted them to redesign it and they refused, and they all just suck and blow holes in the side.
Correct. Thankfully, we don't have a hole in the side of ours, or we wouldn't be running.
It'd be cool if we had like one that worked to put in there.
Yeah, well, the guy who made the loom said splicing it in is probably not the best idea in the world.
I like it better than a car not running right.
Well, absolutely, but it also could make the car not run right.
By soldering it in?
Well, there's a possibility that will not solve our problem.
Why?
Well, the guy who made the wiring, he just doesn't want somebody messing with his wiring, is what I would assume.
Oh, he's trying to make himself sound special, you think?
I'd say so, or he just wants to be on the safe side and not give bad advice.
Yeah, CYA moves. I get that.
Yeah, CYA is very important.
Okay, so there's no fuel in the car right now, is that correct?
No.
How much do we take out?
We took out
Alex.
2.5 gallons.
Okay,
We're
so
7 pounds.
I don't know. We don't care. It's we. This is dollars here.
what's that in
This is
kilos?
America. What kilos? Kilos of what? Communism or cocaine, Alex?
Yes.
He says
I'll
yes.
take both. Use that
Racer
again.
people. All right. So that's what's going on. We're gonna get out at 2:40 for the qualifying race. Ran like a normal race, just a little bit shorter. So hopefully the car will be good. And I got to be mindful. As another note, you guys probably saw yesterday, the last lap I stayed out. I was following a DFE era Formula One car. We were faster than that. Not so much in a straight line with the power being down, but definitely faster. But I was just kind of being chill. It was kind of a cool moment, and it wasn't a fast lap anyway. And then so when we came up to slower traffic, and I don't know if it was a Formula 2 car, Formula 5000 or whatever, I wasn't paying that close attention to it, and it was slower. He goes to the inside of him before turn 5, well before. It shouldn't have been a problem. But the other guy just wasn't looking or thinking, probably driving, probably at his limit in terms of experience, and didn't pay attention and turned right into him in the kink. So we were moving. I mean, even though it was slower to normally go, still had to be 140, pushing 150 miles an hour. It might have only been 140, but because we're going kind of slow. But it turned right into him, trashed both cars, immediately went tangential into the wall, and I slowed down. I was very concerned about them bouncing off and collecting us. Fortunately, they didn't. Not sure. Cars are trashed. Assuming the drivers are okay because word hasn't traveled, but that kind of sucks. So we just want to keep our nose clean so we can get the car home and continue to develop it and have many years of success and excitement, both for the Genius Garage students and learning and getting jobs. But also, frankly, the spectators here have really, really enjoyed it. We've had a lot of crowds of people coming up, checking it out. Drivers, crew, all kinds. I mean, it's been a big fan favorite, and the Riley really looks great. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'd love to show you more of the event. It's truly amazing. Truly one of the best events in America. Even if you're just not into cars, it's just amazing. So I hope you guys will come out. And that's just it. But got to keep the cars in one piece. But obviously I'm a little frustrated. The car's awesome. We're taking care of it awesome. Everybody's doing an amazing job. But what can you do about a coil pack, And we don't have the stuff to be able to redesign it here. I could make something if we had all that, but we just don't. We're not in the shop. And there's no spares because nobody's running like mid-2000s IndyCar weird stuff. Apparently most of the stuff we need is sitting in a container in England somewhere if we were going to do that. But so we'll make the best we can of it, and I will simply try to nurse the car, keep it one piece. And hopefully there's enough magic left in it and it runs just well enough and makes just enough power that I can keep it on podium. We got to get Jim to come help Genius Garage. I don't mind losing the bet if it's for a good and noble purpose. At least we tried, but it'll be a little bit annoying for the competitor in me and all of us if we can't do it because of a damn coil pack. All right, guys, let's go see how this qualifying race goes. that was a qualifying race. I was disappointed and kind of embarrassed. It just made no power. I don't even think I could push it past half throttle before it just like lose all the spark and it just flat on its face. So all I could do was drive where the engine ran well and monitor oil pressure and temperatures and things like that, which sucks because we're getting demolished by freaking even Indy Lights cars, and that Formula Atlantic car was putting up a fight. But, you know, I just kind of hungered in and go, let's take care of the car. And there's so many spectators here. It's just an amazing community. So I was like, well, this is embarrassing because I wanted to run with the Frenches and the Benetton and Jordan, and that would have been really fun. I bet they would have enjoyed it too, getting more fast cars out. But I think it probably looked good, you know? So I hope if you guys were watching, you enjoyed seeing it. But if it sounded kind of crummy or off pace, that's why it was. But you know, we keep it together. The guys are learning, having fun, and hopefully it's a good show and keeps people excited about vintage racing. So that's kind of that. I don't see us fixing this weekend with the coil packs and stuff. We're gonna look it over. Hopefully everything's good. Otherwise the car was great. So now it's time to hop into Riley Mark 22 with the V10. And this thing has just been like a loyal new friend, like the adopted puppy dog. That's awesome. So I'm looking forward to this. I think it looks amazing. I think it's a very pretty car. Obviously, huge thank you to BMW Eyewear who are supporting Genius Garage on this. So guys, go in the description below, check it out. Obviously, got my glasses right here. Love it. A lot of different great styles. So regardless of what you want, really high quality, and obviously support it here. So I hope the fans enjoy this. We're somewhere in the middle pack of all these prototypes. The newer Le Mans prototypes, LMP cars, they make more downforce, so they just cruise on by a little better than we do. But this thing's just so cool. So I'm excited to go back out, and we'll just keep looking over all of our things, keeping it safe, keeping it smart, keep learning, keep trying. And hopefully this inspires you all to get involved. One of the students, I was telling him just how reasonable it is to get involved with vintage racing if you work on your own stuff. So, you know, yeah, Genius Garage and me and all of us are doing something really wild and high end. But gosh, when I was in college, I started with my little 57 Devon that was Triumph powered with 2 SU carburetors that I drove to the track with my sleeping bag and toolbox, raced them in Ohio and drove home, if you guys remember that VinWiki story. So you gotta start somewhere, just have the love and keep going. So, I don't know, let's go try the Riley. Yes!
Driving is so much more than going from point A to point B, and sunglasses are a necessity. I'm very excited that BMW Eyewear is supporting Genius Garage and their BMW V10 Daytona Prototype. So I want you guys to check out their line of sunglasses that resonate the most beautiful car designs and performance history from the Bavarian Motor Works. These lightweight frames are performance-oriented with iconic elements such as the colorful M stripe, and they're built for the BMW enthusiast, but frankly, work for everyone and all car people out there. I really love them, and all the varying designs are a lot of fun. So I want you guys to go check out the link below. You can purchase them at Kohl's.com. You're gonna love these glasses regardless of what kind of car you drive.
guys, that was the race with the Daytona Prototype. I got to give the car a hell of a lot of credit. You know, obviously we're back in the field, but I think it did well. The motor, if you guys remember, we just resealed with head gaskets instead of doing a full rebuild. The transaxle's got a lot of time on it, so it's got some issues shifting and whatnot. But what we wanted to do was make the car viable, make it a good car, see what we got, get some love going with it. And then in the future, we've got our spare motor that also is blown. And the another transaxle we'll rebuild. So looking forward to giving that car that love. It's an absolute, just lovely thing to drive. Does not have the aero of the other cars, so that hurt. But obviously there's a lot of time in it. But today really just wanted to have it out. So big hero on that car. Now, it bugs the absolute hell out of me that this car would not make its power and run right. And sure, we finished the race, but I don't care because it was wrong. So we can just go out again tomorrow with no power and fiddle around and look stupid and not finish any better than 4th unless somebody breaks. Or I can go all MacGyver at AutoZone. Yes, I grew up in the 80s. MacGyver taught me ingenuity. Maverick taught me to do what I want. And that's about it. 80s guy. Can we fix this car with crap at AutoZone? Can we LS swap the ignition system? Maybe. But if not, something else will work. Either way, we're gonna try. Not so much because we want to move up, but if it works, it'll be absolutely legendary. Yes.